Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weight Watchers Global Community Event. Before we begin, a few announcements. Today's event is being broadcast live from Alice Tully Hall at Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts in New York City. A recorded replay of today's event will also be made available at weightwatchersinternational.com for at least 90 days. Materials from today's event will be distributed to employees following the event and will be made available on weightwatchersinternational.com. Today's presentation will contain forward-looking statements which are subject to various risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from those discussed here today. All forward-looking statements are made as of today, and except as required by law, the company undertakes no obligation to publicly update or revise any such statements, whether as a result of new information, future events, or otherwise. Information regarding forward-looking statements and the risks and uncertainties of such statements are available in our filings and in our event materials. And to our employees here in person today, please silence your mobile devices and refrain from flash photography. Thanks again for joining us today. Enjoy the presentation.
I felt stuck. I felt hopeless.
No one else could know what I was going through. No one else
I
knew
was
what
a disappointment.
You feel a certain way, and you don't want to feel that way.
I felt like a failure, a total
My weight
failure.
was just out of control.
I didn't think I could be successful.
I work for City of Seattle at one of the city pools.
I'm a locomotive engineer by trade.
I used to be in the Navy.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 little kids. They don't remember me before. They're so little, that's the coolest thing. Now I'm gonna cry. They'll only remember a healthy mom.
I knew that I was sort of spiraling out of control. I had just given birth to my second daughter. I had put on about 50 pounds, and I couldn't get it off.
And we have little kids. You tell yourself, like, I want to be around for them.
I remember stepping on my scale at home. I thought maybe the scale was broken. Everyone can see it. There's no way of hiding it. You know, I can wear as much black as I want, but I was still 300 pounds.
If I was in a picture, I was hiding behind one of my kids or behind a pillar or something so that I would try to fool people that I wasn't as big as I still was.
Literally, I came home, I sat down, I watched TV, I played video games. I didn't have a lot of friends. I was always the fat kid. Then I became the fat teenager. Then I became the fat man. And eventually I became the really fat man to myself.
I didn't want them to grow up worrying about their weight or just feeling unsure of themselves.
Diet pills, fat burners, you name it. I hired personal trainers. I even had a liposuction done.
I went to Thailand with my 2 best friends, and there were 4 of us total that wanted to ride on the elephants. Then a translator came over and said that you're too big to go on the elephant with somebody. I was like, I'm too big for an elephant. Wow, that hurt.
I just decided one day that that's what I wanted to do, that I wanted to live. Instead of just being, instead of just existing, I wanted to live.
Nobody told me about Weight Watchers back then. And I wish somebody would have, because it was so easy.
My mom was a Weight Watcher, and I had heard about it my entire life.
Once I saw myself losing weight, it was just, let's see what my body can do. I want to try a spinning class. I want to try a yoga class. I even tried a boot camp class.
I walked in and I was greeted like I was an old friend and welcomed.
I have a shadow box for Weight Watchers, my Weight Watchers journey. It has all of my monthly passes. It's a very significant accomplishment for me.
It made me a better me. It made me a healthier me. It really encourages me to continue to live my best life.
I do drive trains, so it's kind of tight quarters, and being able to fit through a door without having to wedge myself in is pretty awesome.
It feels amazing. It feels like I'm a Wonder Woman or like a superhero or something.
When I look at old picture, is specifically a family picture that I adore. I remember how far I have come.
I don't know, I'm just a positive person, and I feel like Weight Watchers helped me find that.
It's opened the world to me in a way that I never thought imaginable.
I have the power to do anything.
My name's Tony.
My name is Dawn.
My name is
My
Steve.
name is Gigi.
My name is Jana.
My name's Jamie,
Weight
and I'm a
Watchers
Weight
member.
Watchers
I'm a Weight Watchers
And
member.
I'm a Weight Watchers member.
My name is Alicia, and Weight Watchers changed my life.
Wasn't that amazing? Morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where you are on the wall. And a big shout out to France. Stay warm in the blizzard. We're really glad to see everyone here today. And again, I want to extend a warm welcome to those of you who are joining us by live stream from all over the world. So I don't have to tell you, Weight Watchers is life-changing. They just did. And for a lot of us here today, Weight Watchers is so much more than a number on the scale. In 1963, when our company began, the world was a very different place. But 1963 was the year everything happened. It was the start of Beatlemania. Coca-Cola released its first diet soda, Tab, remember that? A Russian cosmonaut became the first woman in space. The smiley face made its first appearance. It was also the year we lost our heroes, but the year we took great strides forward for change. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., in front of 250,000 people. And 1963 was the year a woman named Jean Nidetch started Weight Watchers. By the end of the 60s, a person had walked on the moon, what we now call the internet, the ARPANET, booted up for the first time. Woodstock ushered in a new era of freedom. The first Concorde flight bridged continents, and this beautiful building we're broadcasting from at New York's famed Lincoln Center opened its doors for the first time. And Weight Watchers became a movement, motivating millions of people to change their lives for the better. And this is an exciting moment to be part of Weight Watchers. In many countries around the world, we inspire people to make healthier choices, to move more, to connect with others, to celebrate their victories and overcome their challenges. We help them be healthier, be happier, and be more than they ever imagined possible. We don't just help people lose weight. We help them gain the confidence to change their lives for the better. And today, that's more important than ever. And Weight Watchers is more relevant and more needed than ever. Why? Because people all over the world want to be healthier, and they want to be part of something bigger than themselves. And certainly, wellness is bigger from a business perspective. So the US weight loss market was worth about $60 billion in 2017. But the global wellness industry is almost a $4 trillion market. Wellness has become a phenomenon, and people are coming together to talk about it, to learn about it, to do it, and to live it. From trackers to group classes, fitness has become fun and shareable. And for the world, this focus on wellness is a new way of life. But for us, wellness is our heritage. We've been living it for years. We're already there ahead of the curve. In fact, it's the world catching up with us. And that's important Because even though people are thinking in a healthier way, they aren't getting healthier. Worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since 1975. As of 2016, more than 1.9 billion adults were overweight. And of this number, 650 million were obese. So in the US alone, more than 70% of adults and more than 33% of children are overweight or obese. And the rise in obesity is tied to a decline in life expectancy. In fact, this is the first time life expectancy in the US has declined 2 years in a row since 1962 and 1963. There's that year again. We can help solve that paradox. And we know there's no magic pill, no quick fixes. It takes effort and commitment and community. And that's what we offer the world. Science that keeps evolving to reflect what works right now. Choices with programs like Freestyle, designed to fit into their lives, not the other way around. And community to connect you with others who are on the same journey. Look at the difference it made in my life, in your life, and look at all the amazing work done by all of the people in this room and all of you joining us from around the world to inspire people to make change happen. People often ask me, who's our competition? It's not another company. Our competition is people believing they can become healthy, or they can lose weight, or they can be better on their own. Only 5% of people use a commercial weight loss program. We want to be the partner of the other 95%, a partner to help them, inspire them, and be part of their journey to lead healthier lives. This is our opportunity. The world does not need another diet. The world needs a leader in wellness, a brand that can bring wellness to everyone, not just a few. The world needs Weight Watchers. And that's why we're here today, to take a much closer look at why we do what we do and to share with you a new way to tell our story to the world. We are not changing who we are. We're changing the conversation about what makes us unique and changing our mindset so we can change how the world sees us. We start by laying a foundation for the impact we seek, articulating who we are, where we're going, and how we will get there. We call this our Impact Manifesto. Impact. Because it will influence how we all think internally and externally about our company for years to come. And manifesto, because we're declaring it today for the whole world to see. Every day, we tell our members, keep your why close by. And today, we're going to do just that. We're going to talk about why Weight Watchers is more essential than ever and give you some new tools to help you share what we stand for. We've got a big message today, and we want you to be the first to hear it. We believe our story is so powerful and important. We have also invited the world to join us. We have a packed house in this room, and we're connecting and sharing with more than 18,000 of our employees around the world tuning in right now on Facebook Workplace. From Belgium to Brazil, we all want the same thing, to make the world a happier, healthier place for everyone. Weight Watchers is a community. It's supportive, it's social, it's inspirational, and it gives people everything they need to lead healthier lives right now. You know it. I know it. The problem is The world doesn't know it yet. But today we're going to take a big step forward together to change that.
I had a friend at work who one day came in and said her breakfast was 8 points. And then I said, okay, what was my breakfast? And she said, 38 points. And I was like, I won. And she was like, you didn't win.
I heard Weight Watchers was a diet program.
A meal delivery program.
I've heard it's expensive.
There's only 10 foods you can eat.
I don't want to have to buy their foods.
Diet food, small portions, frozen.
Frozen dinners.
Packaged,
Packaged.
chemical-filled foods.
Tastes like plastic.
You think of two things, packaged foods and meetings and points. Sorry, three things.
Take two.
To figure out how many points certain foods are and recall what you ate.
A teaspoon of this, teaspoon of that.
It sounds like it's going to be daunting, and it sounds like it's going to be a burden.
I don't know how you figure out what point something is.
I have to count this and I have to do that.
I don't understand measurements or how to translate them into points.
Take one.
You can't be eating that. You're on Weight Watchers, right?
You'll never have ice cream again.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really interesting. My mom used to do Weight Watchers.
Weight Watchers is for your mom or for your grandma.
My mother would use it.
It is my mom's brand.
Coffee clutches of old ladies sitting around talking about recipes.
It just doesn't fit my lifestyle.
Because of my life, because of my family situation, my job.
You have to go to meetings.
I don't have time to go to meetings. I think the idea that you would be weighed in front of people is petrifying.
Cool. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Deb Benovitz, and I have the unique privilege of talking to consumers all day, every day. And I hear many of the same things over and over again. Misperceptions about our brand that keep us from reaching the people who need it the most. To break through to what's true and real, we need to look at how people really think about health today. And it's clear that it's changing. People used to hide their dieting. Now they share openly how they eat, even what they eat, and there's a pride about what people have in their fridge. People can't wait to tell me when they're trying carb-free, paleo, gluten-free, or even a cleanse. It's a signal that we're more comfortable talking about health than we ever were before, and that is a real cultural shift. Over the last couple of years, we've spent a lot of time looking at what's behind these changes to understand what motivates and excites our existing members and potential new members too. We talk to people all over the world, in every country, from every walk of life. And I'm here today to share some of the insights we learned about today's consumers, which have helped shape our new thinking and it can empower all of us to share our purpose with the world. So to learn what people really thought, we asked them, when it comes to health and wellness, what is important to you? Some of what we found out may surprise you. Truth number one, people need inspiration, not just information or even support. The weight loss journey is an emotional one. It's filled with ups and downs and plenty of plateaus. Often the difference between making progress and giving up is how you feel inside. So while we need to give people tools they can use, that's the information part, we also need to acknowledge how they feel and inspire them to keep them motivated and moving forward every day on their journey. How do we do that? First and foremost, we have outstanding leaders who inspire our members every day. And I'd really like to give them a shout out here today. Our leaders truly embody what we mean by inspiration, giving motivation, encouragement, and empathy. Connect is also another great example, delivering both information and daily inspiration. Our members feel inspired by Connect hashtags like Transformation Tuesday, one of the most popular for obvious reasons, because people love seeing what's possible and it inspires them to imagine what they themselves can be. Truth number 2, healthy is the new skinny. Increasingly, people who join Weight Watchers are interested in something more than getting into a size 8 jeans. They want to feel healthy and happy at every size. Many of our members do care about numbers, but not just the number on the scale. They care about keeping their A1C numbers down, or their cholesterol counts, or lowering their blood pressure so they can get off medication and just feel better. It's about quality of life, being able to get down on the floor with your kids, get comfortable in an airplane seat so you don't have to miss a family vacation, and be able to do things you'd never imagined before, starting with a walk to the mailbox, a walk around the block, then working up to a 5K, like so many of our members do. To get there, they want to develop behaviors that will improve their quality of life without having to make dramatic changes that aren't realistic or sustainable. And that brings me to truth number 3. People want healthy habits that fit into their lives. They're looking for small, incremental, sustainable changes that make a big difference every single day. Weight Watchers gives people strategies to help them achieve that, with programs like Freestyle that are flexible, adaptable, and realistic to how people live. So they can make it work, and they don't have to put their lives on hold in order to get healthier. Because ultimately, it's not about lifestyle, it is about livability. And that is truth number 4. In a perfect world, being healthy would be easy, but nobody lives in a perfect world. People have families, jobs, parties, cravings, curveballs, and challenges that they face every single day. The good news is Weight Watchers knows that, and people tell me that Weight Watchers is the only program that really does livability well. It's not perfection we're aiming for, it's progress. Real strategies for real life that lead to real change. And to achieve that, people need others around them who can relate to what they're going through. They need to know they are not in it alone. And that leads me to truth number 5. Community, community, community. That is a big one for us. Our members know they can't do it alone. Family, friends, colleagues, it all adds up to better health. Not just for you, but for everyone around you. From that very first meeting in Jean's living room to today, Weight Watchers has always been about creating community. We were there first, and we own it. Today, we're finding new ways to bring communities together, like Weight Watchers cruises, where people can meet other people who share a common goal and experience joy in the journey. For people in search of community, which is all of us today, that's a game changer. And finally, truth number 6. People crave purpose in their lives and in the brands they choose. People want their lives to have meaning, to have a compelling why. People need purpose, and purpose matters. Studies show that people who live with purpose are happier and more fulfilled. Our members get that. And brands need purpose too. A reason for being, a shared mission that's meaningful to our customers, that drives us forward and helps us stay focused as we go. And there is no one in this world who knows more about the importance of purpose than our dear friend, Oprah Winfrey.
Understanding a purpose and having a vision, and then having every step you take move you in that direction, is how anybody reaches the heights of success for themselves. And you live in a world where everyone wants to eat better, be better, do better, live better. So if you're a brand that serves all of those purposes, serves that central idea of living a better life for yourself, I don't have the words for what's gonna happen here. It's big.
Great words. So for decades, we've been moving toward this moment, and the time has come for all of us to embrace our purpose and fulfill our promise to stand for more than losing weight. So today, we're unveiling our new purpose, the way we'll tell the world exactly what we stand for, a new way of thinking about Weight Watchers going forward. And we're excited to share it with you. And it all begins with a very simple statement. We inspire healthy habits for real life, for people, families, communities, the world, for everyone. Inspiration is what this is all about. We're a community inspiring each other to build lives of health, of joy, and connection. And it is an emotional journey, and we need to know we're not in it alone, and that somewhere, someone relates to how we feel and is there to share their story. And it's one of the reasons why all of this works, because our journeys are fueled by each other's. But change is big. And so where do you begin? You begin with healthy habits. Small acts of purpose repeated over and over until they become second nature. It's like bringing little rituals of health into our lives. From the first thing we do in the morning to how we end each day. And unlike quick fixes, habits stick. And once made, they're really difficult to give up. And before we know it, healthy habits shape how we live, how we feel, and who we become. So we put science to work for us to find out what triggers us, what motivates us, what nudges us along each of our journeys. We turn science into healthy, life-changing habits. And we believe healthy should fit into your life, not the other way around. So we meet you where you are, however you're feeling, wherever you are in your journey, and we built our approach to work for your life, not some imagined, airbrushed one. Life in all its fullness, because we're going for real health, real progress, real life. And we believe in the ripple effect of change. Because when one person chooses healthy habits, their families change too. They inspire their colleagues, their friends. So person by person, community by community, health spreads. This is our purpose, making healthy habits accessible to all, not just the few. Creating a world filled with greater health and happiness for everyone. We inspire healthy habits for real life, for people, families, communities, the world, for everyone. This is our new purpose and our new words to live by. And it's a shift in how we think about ourselves and how we want the world to think about us. From a weight loss program accessible to a few, to a community that brings wellness to the world. And this new purpose isn't just words on a page. It's an ambitious reason for being that will drive every business decision and every community action we take. And we want you to get excited about it and to embrace it and to share it. And we also want you to understand what this new purpose means to you and to the work you do every single day. It means we need to reimagine how we work internally together, from how we collaborate to how we make decisions, to the kind of projects we prioritize, and to the behaviors that form the very basis of our culture. So to create that kind of impact we're talking about today, we need to keep 3 fundamental ideas in mind. First and foremost, we all need to think with a global mindset. And that isn't just about geography. It's about taking everyone into account when we make decisions and thinking about who we serve and how we can make their experience rewarding. It's about integrating our physical and our digital channels so our members have a seamless, consistent experience no matter where they're connecting with us. Second, we need to become brand-led. This means the decisions that we make will be guided first and foremost by our purpose. If something doesn't fulfill our purpose, we shouldn't be doing it. And third, and very important, we will always keep human impact at the heart of every decision we make. To honestly assess if what we're doing truly meets the functional and the emotional needs of the people we serve.
I think a lot of people eat emotionally. A couple of months after I started the program, my son was killed in an automobile accident. I was a casualty notification officer in the military myself, so it was very surreal to have someone coming to our door on a Saturday morning with that kind of news. It was one of those things that really could have threw me off track, and I think having Connect at that time in particular kept me from falling off. It made a really bad time better. Setting a goal in any matter regarding your life is important. It's like having a GPS or a North Pole. You have to have something to target. Life's a value proposition. Weight Watchers is probably one of the best returns on investment I've had. There's not many things in this world that you can put your money down on, and this happens to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Nick Ciccone.
And I'm Alicia Sisak. And our new purpose gives us a shared perspective on everything we do. And it grew out of 3 simple tenets.
This is first near and dear to everything we do. We know you and meet you where you are. This tenet is about personalization. For my team, that means creating digital experiences that meet you where you are. When we are developing digital experiences, we provide different levels of personalization. One way we do it is obvious, calling you by name, for instance, or customizing your daily points target based on your height, weight, and personal goals. But personalization isn't just about what you see. It's about how you experience our brand, wherever you are. Imagine you're using the barcode scanner in our app. Our analysts discovered a few years ago that we only had a 70% success scan rate. To improve that, our product team found a creative solution: crowdsourcing. Now, our members enjoy a 99% success rate when they scan products. How does that relate to personalization? It means we're able to provide a digital platform that works for you, whether you live somewhere brands are limited or where there's more specialty foods on the shelves. Finally, there's a deeper level of personalization, being mindful of ways we engage our members. That means using predictive models to recommend posts and connect you're more likely to be inspired by, or suggest recipes you might like based on your past scanned items and tracking behavior. Together, data engineering, analytics, and data science are a powerful trifecta that allows us to leverage the gold mines of data that we have at our disposal for the greater good, making our members more successful, whoever they are, wherever they are. And that's the power of data and analytics at WW.
And I'm here to talk about a different kind of power, people power. As a Weight Watchers leader, these words are the words that I live by every day. Each member walks into the meeting room looking for something different. No matter their goal or their why, we're ready to listen and support them in any way that we can, without judgment and with our whole heart. I want to share a conversation that I recently had with Tasha. Tasha has been a Weight Watchers member for 3 years. And over the last year, she hasn't lost any weight. But she never missed a single meeting. A couple of months ago, I decided to have a conversation with Tasha. I told her that I was there to support her in any way that I could and ask if there was anything that I could do to help her reach her goal. She grabbed my hands, looked at me and said, "Thank you for caring. My life has been a bit crazy, and even though I haven't lost any weight, had it not been for the meetings, I would have gained at least 20 to 30 pounds this year. Just showing up has saved my life." We cry with members, we laugh with members, we celebrate and we commiserate with them. I know what it's like to be a member, because I'm a member too. And had it not been for Weight Watchers and the amazing people who supported me on my journey, I would have never reached my goal. I'm a better me, I'm a healthier me, because of a program that works and because of champions who were there for me. So it's now my responsibility, it's our responsibility to make sure that we meet members where they are so that they can get to where they want to be.
Helping our members build powerful habits is one of the ways members like Tasha can get there. And Ute and Laura can tell us more about that.
Hi, I'm Ute Gerwig.
And I'm Laura Smith. And we're going to talk about this next tenet. We help you build powerful habits rooted in science.
40 pounds, 4 times. Barbara was sitting across from me and close to tears. I know the struggles she's had. She's lost 40 pounds and regained them every year for 4 years. She told me, "I really want to make lasting changes. I need to adopt better habits and change my attitude. I cannot keep doing this." It occurred to me in that moment, as long as people see weight management as a project and not as a way of living, there's a big risk this will happen again and again. So what can we do to help our members build powerful habits rooted in science to prevent this? We provide a program that guides you in all 3 dimensions: food, activity, and mindset. Using the latest food science, we make healthy eating simpler. That's what Smart Points is all about: taking complicated food labels and nutritional information and making them easier to track. We also help members incorporate movement into their lives. So what starts small can become a habit that's hard to give up. Focusing on changing their mindsets is a new and exciting part of our program. It's key on how we shift the whole paradigm around health and helping members to reboot how they see themselves, how they feel about their journey, and how health fits into their lives. So it's not a chore, but it's a challenge they can conquer. It's for members like my friend Barbara, these powerful habits, rooted in science, will be crucial in unlocking lasting change.
These powerful habits we're developing for members like Barbara must meet 3 requirements. 1, lead to results both on and beyond the scale. 2, fit into everyday life. And 3, always be based in science. Our latest program innovation, Freestyle, helps members to identify foods that can be easily incorporated into a healthy pattern of eating. By simplifying their decisions, we're actually freeing them up to enjoy what they eat and find go-to food choices they can always keep in their fridge and focus on when eating out, making it much easier to make healthy decisions. There's a sense of flexibility here that breeds livability. In terms of activity, the science is so clear. Helping our members build habits so they regularly move more in ways they enjoy can improve their quality of life beyond the scale, so they sleep better, have reduced stress, and see an improvement in their moods. Our Fit Points program today is a great step towards more positively impacting our members' behavior, but obviously we can do so much more. Right now, we're evaluating how our activity program shows up, what added value our algorithms can provide, and what a more personalized experience could look like, including the exploration of partnerships. As Ute mentioned, the tools and techniques we're giving members to help them to develop more healthy and productive thought patterns will also ensure that these new behaviors become sustainable habits. Our future plans include expanding and bridging mindset program elements across all member touch points, both off and online.
Shifting members' mindsets to help them to find what and who will inspire their journey is essential. To learn more about that, we'll hear from Rima and Jasmine.
Hi, I'm Rima Amin. And I'm Jasmine Fuentes, and we're here to talk about our final tenet. We enable you to find and form inspired communities.
As a company, we've always been social, harnessing the power of community to help individuals who have the same goals form deep, meaningful, and real relationships. And we use social media to help people forge those bonds no matter where they live, who they know, or what their background is. As part of the social media team, my mission is to showcase the livability of our program while cultivating meaningful connections. One way we do that is by giving members a platform to share their experiences with their own communities on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and more. Are you a teacher trying to figure out how to navigate your school day? DubDub teachers have got you covered. Had a bad day and need a little pick-me-up? The DubDub family is there to support you. We're also reaching out to build our networks. Across the globe, we have over 200 member ambassadors who share the ins and outs of their Weight Watchers journey every single day through their personal social media accounts. They've opened up their lives to strangers, friends, families, and acquaintances, and inspired so many individuals to join our community and make healthy changes in their lives. And that community keeps growing. As many of you know, just last month, music mogul, entertainer, and father, DJ Khaled, joined our Weight Watchers family as a social media ambassador. He's been sharing his journey to greatness with his 9 million plus Instagram followers and millions more on Snapchat. He's inspiring a whole new generation to join him as he does. His determination, energy, and positivity is electric. But don't take my word for it. Check out these clips from Khaled himself.
You endorsed Weight Watchers recently, and yeah, look at that. You look good.
Don't act like you don't see me. This that Weight Watchers freestyle program. I'm carving my greatness
You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing around with this. All this is 8 points right here, and I got how many points of the day?
32.
32 points. You choose what you want to eat. Just follow the point system. Anything to help change the world, you know, to bring awareness of being healthy.
Yes.
That's the freestyle dance when you find out you got a lot of points left over for the day. I doubled up in the gym today. I'm all in with the Weight Watchers freestyle program. I'm all in. I don't know if y'all seen what I'm seeing, but that Weight Watchers freestyle program kicking in. You know, I'm just happy that everybody's supporting it. It's a program called Freestyle Program, and you really just can't go over your points. You can eat anything you want.
Can I just say something? I asked you a quick question about Weight Watchers. You just gave us all of that. You're an amazing salesman.
You know, it's about being honest.
No, you are being honest, yeah.
I'm being honest, but not even just that. Like, it's about doing things that you love to do.
Yeah.
And if you love to being healthy, man, spread that love. You know what I'm saying?
love.
You know, that's what it's about. And if you go to work, make sure you love doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Make sure you love yourself. Because when you start loving yourself, everything's going to happen for you.
At Weight Watchers, we're focused on the journey. DJ Khaled became a member to be healthy, and he's chronicling that journey every step of the way. As he says, he doesn't lose, he wins. So we've made the decision to lose the expression before and after, because our members' journeys are so much more about then and now. A journey of health with no beginning, middle, or end. And we know that journey isn't always perfect. So we've created Connect to be the safe space to share the less than perfect moments, where you can bring your whole self and be vulnerable and share how you're really feeling, and where every struggle is unique and embraced. It's like no other digital space because it's where people come to find empathy and inspiration from perfect strangers. And I don't have to tell you how rare that is to find today. Connect is inspiring because it's a place where people learn from others how it's done. From finding a recipe for 2-ingredient dough to seeing a transformation photo to motivate their own journeys. People on Connect shower each other with positivity because they know that the journey takes effort, but that with the support of a community, getting healthier can be done. And best of all, with Connect, you don't have to do it alone. To make the experience even stronger, we're adding a notification badge on Connect, so now you'll know when there's some love waiting for you. And a reply button to make it easier than ever to keep the conversation going. And if a member has left you a kind comment, now you can add a like to keep on spreading the love. These small changes add up to a big difference in our member experience and help them create an even stronger community. And the most exciting part, these changes will be available this weekend. So thanks to all of our teams for all of their hard work in making these moves come to life.
So let's give another round of applause to all the people you just heard from. This team and teams around the world have been working so hard developing the Impact Manifesto we're launching today. And you know, for me, it's amazing and truly inspiring when I hear people talk about our new purpose. And I want to know what you think of it too. So we're going to try a little something different right now. So under your seats, you'll find a blank card and a marker. Take them all out. All around the world. Now have a look at the purpose up here on the screen behind me, and take a minute to read it to yourself and think about what these words mean to you, for your team, for your leaders, for your members. How does it make you feel? What's the one word that comes to mind? Write that word down on the card in front of you, big and bold as you can. Don't think too much about it. I know everyone here. You're going to think too much about it. And if you're joining us on Facebook Workplace, feel free to comment directly. Oh, look. Hi, Germany. Hi, Brazil. Hi, Canada. Hi, Kansas City. France, I know the only reason you're not up there is you're in the snow. But write those words down. Everybody got it? Got your word? Okay, now let's all stand up. You need a break. All stand up. Fabulous. I see proud. I see transformed. I see hopeful. I see positive. I see amazing. I love the word amazing. I see love. I see happy. I see sustainable. I see excited. Excited. We got lots of excited. I see live or live. Both. And I see the smiley face from 1963. And I see motivated and so many more inspired. Unbelievable words. And this is how we want everyone to feel. And thank you for sharing. And thanks, everybody. Okay, let me look at some words here that I could see. Inspired. I got a lot of inspired. Great. Yes. Okay. Spectacular. I recognize you. So there's as many reactions to the new purpose as there are people in our community. But each and every one of us can relate in our own way. And how we each feel individually about our purpose is so important because we're the ones who are going to carry this message out into the world. So we're going to connect these words now for a special project we're working on. So if you can pass them to the left or to the right if you're here today. If you're the last person on the end of the aisle, just hold on to them. Somebody will come and get them. And if you're joining us by webcast, hang on to those and your team will collect them. I'll give you a minute. Okay. I love that everybody follows directions so well. It's really good. So ultimately, our purpose is something we need to embrace day to day in everything we do so we can drive our business forward with a mission at its core. This will ensure that we move as one team with a shared goal in mind. So I want to bring out Nick Hodgkins, our CFO, to give us a look at that goal, what it is, and how we're going to achieve it. Best CFO ever.
Thank you, Mindy. Hi, everybody. As we enter our next phase, we have 3 major goals we're working towards by the end of 2020. Strengthening our reputation, better defining and growing our impact, and expanding our business. Our first goal is to strengthen our reputation. And to this end, I want to say we've seen an incredible response to our recently launched Freestyle, Flex, Liberté, and Your Way Plus plans. With more people engaging with Weight Watchers, and we're getting unprecedented PR for the brand and our business. So it's clear we've got momentum. And we want to use that momentum to become known for bringing wellness to all. We want to reach people of all ages, genders, ethnicities, lifestyle changes, lifestyle stages, geographic locations, and income, because our ambition is to be the health leader for everyone, not just the few. We also want to better define our brand impact. What does that look like? It means helping 10 million people adopt healthy habits, 5 million in our program, and an additional 5 million engaging with us in other ways, like taking a cruise, engaging with our content, or connecting with us on social media. It's not about how many impressions we make or the number of people who see our ads. It's about true emotional engagement that inspires people to take action or have a real connection with us. And finally, our third goal is to expand our business by the end of 2020, with the aim of exceeding $2 billion in revenue. To get there, we'll need to focus on strategic investment, managing our cost structure responsibly, and making sure our growth rate of profit exceeds our growth rate of sales. So how can we do that? With continued robust member recruitment growth and keeping people in our plan longer. We also need to expand the scope of our business and find new ways to share our mission through products, licensing, and health solutions. And we'll need to get more social, so word of mouth can have a ripple effect for our brand. That will help us reduce the amount of time we need to spend recruiting, so we can focus more directly on actually changing people's lives.
So the new purpose we introduced earlier today is the first step in helping us to achieve these goals. And to achieve the kind of impact we want, we need to make bold business moves to put our vision into place in real, tangible ways. The kind of bold moves our members take every day on their personal journey. You're going to hear them now.
I wasn't really interested in sports as a kid. I was a pretty normal size, and I'm tall, so it was okay. But when I started working, I was sitting all day eating junk food, and the weight just piled on. I've always liked clothes, and I knew how to do something when I couldn't fit in a size 22 jeans. So I got some help, and I really looked at what I was eating, and then made some changes. So I started walking, and then a few months later, I started running. And I found I loved running. The day I ran for 30 minutes without stopping was a big moment for me. I called my best friend, and then I called everyone. I was like, yes, I've run half an hour without stopping today. I knew then that there was no turning back. As a person, I feel amazing. I know it sounds like a cliche, but when I'm out on a run, I feel like anything is possible. It frees up my mind, and running pretty much solves all my problems. If I could give my old self some advice, I would just say to myself, you can do it. Just put one foot in front of the other, and the rest will just follow.
Hi, I'm Nicolette Hehn.
And I'm Stacey Shear. And bold moves like our member Carolyn's are what moving forward with purpose is all about. And as a brand, we need to do that too, to support the bold moves that our members make in their lives every day. Our first bold move is a big one, to become a global, purpose-driven brand.
What does this mean to us? As a person who leads our teams, our marketing teams in Germany and Switzerland, I know how important being a global brand is. The vision we have been outlining here today is one we all share around the world. To make it unified, we need to stand for the same things in the same way. Why? In today's world, we see as an average, or every person sees as an average, 4,000 ads a day, but remembers fewer than just 100. Research shows it's much easier to get into consumers' memory if we show up in a consistent and simple way, no matter where we are. So no matter which country we are in, we need to integrate our brand in the same way. So for instance, this means using the same vocabulary no matter what language we are speaking, referring to 0-point foods rather than free foods, speaking of ourselves as a health partner rather than a weight loss program. Small changes like this can help us to make a big difference and an impact we want to make with the brand, and we will succeed in the future.
To make the impact we want to have in the world, our purpose must guide everything we do. So we've created a purpose filter, a series of questions designed to lead us to a thoughtful decision when choosing between many options, reveal ways to improve what we already have, or surface a crucial conversation that needs to be explored. In seeking to inspire, we'll ask ourselves, will this inspire people to make progress? Will it reinforce a sense of community or attract a new community? Will this help us to show up in a clear, simple way? Will this help us to build an aspirational brand? In helping people to build powerful habits, we'll ask ourselves, is this supported by the best in science? Would health-conscious consumers give this a thumbs up? Will this help people to sustain healthy habits? Will this make people more aware of the choices they're making? In meeting people where they are, in their everyday lives, we'll ask ourselves, can most people afford and access this? Will this help us look, feel, and sound like we fit into everyday life? Will this help us diversify the kinds of people we reach, whether that's by age, life stage, gender, race, ethnicity, or geography? If a partnership, campaign, product, or any other choice we're considering doesn't fit our purpose, we won't do it. This tool is designed to ensure that everything we do ladders up to our purpose. And at the end of the day, we'll ask ourselves, does this make us proud of our impact? For example, we know that wine is the second most frequently tracked beverage by our members after coffee. And that making a glass of wine that fits into everyday life will inspire people to make progress and help them to sustain healthy habits. So we worked with winemaker Truett Hurst to introduce Sense Wine, which is lower in smart points. That makes us proud of our impact.
Using the purpose filter to evaluate our practical decisions is one way we can use to ensure making smart choices for our brand. And hiring the right people is another. So we will focus on attracting a workforce that's diverse to deliver on our purpose and create bigger impact. People crave meaning in their work, and we can offer the brightest and the best an opportunity to know that what they do makes a difference in people's life and in the world.
We also want to make sure the people we serve are diverse too. As a global, purpose-driven brand, we have the capability and responsibility to make communities healthier by making healthy habits accessible to all. That means communities that are underserved, as well as those suffering from public health crises and in critical need. Our science-based, evidence-proven program can make a social impact and create a social movement to help communities become healthier. A movement doesn't just happen. It begins with a spark that spreads through connections and ignites a community. We want to light that spark and create a social movement for healthier living for everyone. And our first efforts will launch this summer.
Integrating and unifying our communities is a big part of creating that movement. And our next two speakers, Michael and Michael, will tell us more about our plans for that.
Hi, I'm Michael Lysett.
And I'm Michael Korkuska. And our next bold move is to integrate and unify inside and out.
At Weight Watchers, the desire to help others runs deep within our DNA. I've never worked at a company where so many positive, passionate people have been so singularly focused on making others successful on their transformative journeys. Over the last few years, we've worked incredibly hard to build a new technology platform to support our members' needs whilst transforming into an agile organization and hiring hundreds of people. It hasn't always been easy. The fast-paced nature of a technology culture can sometimes feel at odds with the very human needs of our members. That said, I've seen major changes over the last 12 months. As we rolled out our new freestyle program, everyone in the company was involved. Science and insights leading the innovation. Tech and product made it real for our customers. Marketing, PR, the operations team, and every employee in the field made sure every member who walked in the door understood what the changes meant for them, not just in the US, but around the globe. HR, legal, and finance supported everyone all the way. We all worked incredibly hard together in a true agile manner, and our hard work is paying off. Having recently launched Facebook Workplace globally, which some of you are using today for the very first time, we're also continuing to look for new tools to help us collaborate better. So no matter where you are around the globe, no matter what your function, you'll be empowered with the tools you need to get it done. When we say we're better together, we really mean it. Now, as a tech guy, I'm clearly obsessed with the digital aspect of our business, but the physical spaces where we're showing up are critically important to us as well. Which is why I'm super excited to share a sneak peek of a new office space we're going to open in San Francisco where we can grow our tech team. As you see from the artist renderings, it's going to be amazing. A real world-class destination that will help us to grow our space and capacity so we can grow our tech and product teams there as well as in New York City and in the UK.
This new San Francisco office will give us the kind of integrated experience internally that we're also hoping to create for our members, both offline and online. As a business that began face-to-face, it's essential that our members have a unified experience with our brand, whether it's in a meeting room every week, online at WeightWatchers.com, or through our app and Connect community. When we launched our digital experience way back in 2001, we were a leader in building an online business. But times have changed, and so have the needs of our members. Connect is an awesome social experience. We want to make it even more amazing by helping members find supportive communities, because we know it's easier to build and sustain healthy habits when you do it with others. Many of our members appreciate the support and coaching they receive in our meetings. So we'll leverage new tools to make those meetings more integrated with our vision for the future, using technology, for instance, to simplify the check-in process and find other ways to support our leaders so they can spend as much time as possible inspiring and coaching our members. One of the things we're talking a lot about today is being a partner for people in health and wellness. You've got Amazon for shopping, Netflix for video content, Spotify for music. Weight Watchers should be your everything app for health and wellness. By making these changes, we'll give our members a more seamless, personalized experience through the channels they prefer and across all touch points. Before I hand it back to Michael, though, I want to give a personal shout out to my daughter who turns 15 today. Happy birthday, Daphne.
Wonderful. As we all know, personalization is really important to our members. Here's Stefan and Stephanie to tell us more about that.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Fitzgerald.
And I'm Stefan Rheim. And our third bold move is to personalize all that we do.
The idea of personalization certainly isn't new, but it's constantly evolving. Today, adding a member's name or providing content based on a large general segment is just a given. Moving forward, our mission is to go deeper and to provide members with a deeply human and personal experience, one that truly meets them where they are. Imagine being able to identify a need for inspiration, encouragement, or a simple check-in without a member telling us, and in some cases, before they're even aware they need it. What makes this approach so powerful isn't just our ability to connect at the right moment, but with the right message and through the right channel. Because every member's journey and their communication preferences are unique. Therefore, our approach to service can't be one size fits all. We have a responsibility and a privilege to identify the moments that matter and the channels to provide support that are deeply personal for each of them. Whether that means sending a gift to congratulate Vanessa for achieving fitness goals she set, or texting Jennifer positive reinforcement and an article she might like after we notice that her 4-week weight loss streak comes to an end. These are those moments that will set us apart, because these are the moments that matter. And you'll be excited to learn we've already started this work. In December, a cross-functional collaborative team began mapping out the framework of the member journey and a roadmap to begin providing this experience.
Each of our members has a different reason for joining Weight Watchers. Here's just one story among many.
When I announced to my friends that I'm joining Weight Watchers, yes I am. I am a 32-year-old man, and I am following with Oprah, and I'm gonna connect with her, and I'm gonna buy her cookbook, I'm gonna do this program, and I'm gonna lose the weight. And everybody said, all right. So yeah, they were supportive. I could still go to all these things with my friends, dinners, events, etc. And I could still enjoy myself and not freak out about, oh Lord, here comes the fried chicken. Like, you can still have the fried chicken, just maybe not the whole chicken. My weight loss journey is not necessarily a sob story. Life was okay when I was heavier. I just felt like I'm a gay man who ate one too many biscuits. I joined Weight Watchers as an online member only, using the amazing app. Oh, amazing. That's a word I invented. It's a shout out to Oprah. It's about how to structure your day, and the point system in the app helps you do that. It is a food GPS system.
To make sure we're giving members like Anne an experience that feels more tailored to what they need, who they are, and how they live, we need a culture that's both data-driven and human-centered. That may sound like a contradiction, but when done right, data-driven and human-centered go very much hand in hand. We need to listen to and act on what our members tell us about their needs and wants. But we also need to be alert for what they might not be telling us. Maybe they would prefer a virtual meeting because it's more convenient for them. Maybe they're secretly searching for other members who are just like them to help them work the plan. Or maybe they'll want something else entirely, and that's the point. Rather than speculate, we'll use data to find out what they need most by looking for subtle signals in the kinds of choices our members make and the actions they take. In this way, we will become more data-driven in order to become more human-centered.
Becoming more human-centered means expanding and deepening our communities. And to learn more about that, we'll hear from Lauren and Matt about bold move number 4.
Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Salazar.
And I'm Matt Sharma-Stray, and we're here today to talk about our 4th bold move, which is how we're going to deepen and expand inspired communities.
What an exciting day! Are we all pumped? Yeah! So as I think about all of us gathered here today, and I know watching in rooms around the globe, I think about this would just be another ordinary Wednesday, except we've come together united in purpose. And that reminds me of the power that exists in events. See, events are these magical moments when we gather to break up the routine of everyday life, to share a common experience, to learn, to feel, to move, to get swept up in moments that stay with us for days and weeks to come. These experiences become little wellsprings of positivity and hope and joy that can fortify and sustain us in the face of ups and downs. So now we're focused on developing even more ways that we can share and celebrate and learn from each other. The Weight Watchers Cruise is a great example. They give people a chance to experience an incredible vacation, complete with amazing food, connecting with other members, and having fun, all without losing sight of the healthy lifestyles and habits that they're creating for themselves in their everyday lives. We're going to continue to build on that success with even more opportunities in wellness, travel, partnerships. The possibilities are endless, and the world is literally our 0-point oyster.
The community that we're building here today is really at the heart of our success. And as you've heard a lot about today, it's a real key differentiator for our brand. And at the heart of our community is our culture, which is built on some very simple, very basic human needs. The need to belong, to be social and to coexist is very, very old. It's part of the human race. It's almost in our DNA. And today, technology makes it even easier than ever to connect with other people. So whether that's in person or virtually, we're able to participate and be one. And it's here at that intersection of this almost ancient instinct and this modern world that today there's a clear place for our brand and incredible opportunities for us to create a thriving network that's both meaningful, but importantly goes beyond our traditional membership approach. And boy, as a brand, do we know community, right? So we've got 30,000 meetings a week around the world. You can see it in action with 1 million posts on Connect. And globally, we've got over 3 million members. And with all that, we constantly look for ways to improve our community's experience so we can give them more and better ways to come together. So I want you to imagine that in our future, being part of our community won't just mean attending a weekly meeting or posting on Connect. What it'll mean is that we'll give our members new ways to find meeting leaders, to find other people like themselves. So whether it's by life stage, whether it's by goal, or even where they live by location. And we'll also create new ways for those people that haven't had the chance to experience Weight Watchers, to experience our very special community. And I, like so many people in the room today and so many people watching around the world, have experienced firsthand the power of Weight Watchers through my weight loss. As a member myself, it's literally changed my life and that of my family too. And I find it very difficult that I can never really express my true gratitude in words that, for me, at a time when I most needed it, there was a community that I could be part of in order to become the person that I stand here before you today. And I'm dedicated, as I know every single person in this room and every single person watching at home is, that we grow and expand our influence and use this culture of positivity, of inclusiveness, to change even more people's lives for the better.
Yeah, what we can do together is remarkable. So, to help us own the scale of that change, Gary and Hannah will be introducing bold move number 5.
Hi everyone, I'm Gary Foster.
And I'm Hannah Spring, and our final bold move is to own scalable behavior change.
So if we're going to own scalable behavior change, what is scalable behavior change? It's not just about what you do, it's about how you do it. It's about how to turn occasions into habits, how to turn expensive and exclusive clinic-based programs into convenient and accessible community-based programs. Scalable behavior change is positive, not punitive. It's something you do for yourself, not against yourself. For 54 years, we've successfully scaled effective, accessible, science-based approaches to develop healthy habits for weight management. Today, we're announcing our global intention to bring science and scale to areas beyond weight management. We will invest in research areas that bring health and wellness benefits that simply can't be measured on the scale. As always, we'll be guided by the sweet spot between where science and consumer insights intersects. That's what scalable behavior change is. To be clear, we're still committed to our state-of-the-art weight management approaches. But today, we pledge to do even more than that. It's a plus, not an instead of. As you heard from Uta and Laura, we have a strong, proud tradition of leveraging behavioral science to help people develop healthy habits in the real world. You heard from them about how we take the nutritional complexity of a food label and translate that into a simple Smart Points value that nudges our members to make healthier choices. More recently, as you well know, with Flex, Freestyle, Liberté, and Your Way Plus, we advantage foods that are the cornerstone of a healthy eating pattern. So what? The so what is these science-based approaches shift behaviors from depriving and time-limited diets to livable and sustainable patterns of healthy eating. That's a big accomplishment, and I think one that we can all be very, very proud of. While we and our members know that science is the bedrock of our approach, there are many outside of our brand who may be less familiar with how we leverage science in all that we do. And I think it's important to note here that we're not just consumers of science, we create it as well. So while our science team certainly keeps up with all the latest research findings from others, we actively contribute to the scientific literature. Recently, we published studies evaluating the effects of behavioral economic incentives on long-term weight loss maintenance, and have examined the specific types of social support that either help or hinder a weight loss journey. Today, as part of our commitment to make wellness accessible to all, we will increase the diversity in the clinical trials that we conduct. While this and all the research that we do is helpful to our program's continued evolution, it also serves the entire scientific community.
We've known for decades that being more physically active and having a more growth-oriented mindset makes people both healthier and happier. It's just a fact. So we're always looking for ways to more deeply integrate mindset and activity into our products. And our digital products present a pretty stunning and unique opportunity to meet our members wherever they are in their journey and literally wherever they are in the world. In homes, in a gym, at the school, on your commute, anywhere you are. We're working to give them the right tools at the right time and the right place with new, fun, challenging, and achievable approaches, like encouraging them to turn an occasional walk into a more regular habit of exercise. Or also encouraging them to practice gratitude by thinking of 3 good things that happened in their day. We want to be there to help them quiet that I can't when the negative voice is strongest. Weight Watchers was built on a deep understanding of what makes people tick. We leverage the most fundamental aspects of human nature: social proof, accountability, the list goes on. And our reliance on proven behavioral science is one of the reasons that we are consistently ranked the most effective weight management program, and what makes us an advocate and an authority for health in the world. So, over the next few years, we're going to scale that same reliance on science, not just for our members, but also for how we do business more universally. From developing more interactive, immersive meeting room experiences to streamlining the way that members sign up. So we want to become the go-to choice for members, or still be the go-to choice for members, and also for investors who are interested in wellness and tech.
Our research, knowledge, and expertise in behavior change has the potential to make an even greater social impact than we do now, not just in weight management, but in health and wellness far beyond the scale. By participating in behavior change summits, funding conferences for scientists, and taking a more public thought leadership position, we will lead the way on sustainable behavior change, not just for our members, but for society at large. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. It's great. So these examples are pretty powerful, and as Gary was saying, these bold moves are ultimately about making a larger social impact. But anyone that knows me knows that I've challenged everyone to think 10 times bolder and to establish Weight Watchers as a true innovator and a brand through its actions and can have greater impact for both humans and business. So I'd like to share with you a few more things that are coming under those bold moves that we're implementing strategically over the next 3 years to help us make that impact. So in the next few months, we will be unveiling a new articulation for our brand through the lens of our new purpose, which will be rolled out later this year. This new articulation will touch every aspect of our brand globally, digitally, physically, from product packaging to logos to app design. And this new look and feel will help our brand even be more culturally relevant so we can reach more people in a more powerful way. And we're doing this to meet consumer expectations of what a modern health and wellness brand is today. But we need to go further to make sure our brand aligns with our values. So we've made the decision through our purpose filter to remove all artificial sweeteners, flavors, colors, and preservatives from any product that carries our brand. But interesting, it's not just part of a bold move. It becomes a big game changer for us that will enable us to truly own the healthy kitchen in products, in food, in content, and experiences. And as a beginning to take us to a next level, I'm also excited to announce a new partnership with Fresh Realm, the leading challenger brand in the fresh food market. So we're working them to create WW-branded, fresh, convenient, ready-to-cook meal kits and individual products, which will be available at grocery retail, rolling out in the second half of this year. So this partnership will give us a remarkable opportunity to deliver on our promise of convenience and making healthy cooking accessible to everyone and easier to fit into our members' busy lives. It's rolling out in the US, but we have a lot of work underway in many other countries. Now, we also know that the first quarter, as we've seen, is a great time to engage people in getting healthier in the new year. But people want to get healthy all year round. So we're announcing a Summer of Impact, a global campaign launching in May, which will celebrate freestyle, flex, liberté, your way, showing how we can be a powerful partner for health in people's lives all year long. And it's going to be around food, family, fun, and healthy. And one way we can do that is by ensuring that healthy habits are learned early. I know that firsthand. When I was 14, I went to a Weight Watchers meeting with my mother. I was feeling very insecure. I had this desperate desire to be a cheerleader, but I didn't have the confidence. And what happened? I did it with my mom. I lost weight. I felt better. I had the confidence. and I made cheerleading. Should be up there somewhere. Okay. I wasn't blonde then, something must have happened. That meeting really changed my life, and I maybe wouldn't even be here if I hadn't done that. So I know Weight Watchers can do the same for teens all over the world today. Kids in the US now spend more than 7.5 hours a day in front of a TV, a video game, or a computer screen. They don't eat vegetables, they skip breakfast, they drink soda, they don't exercise, and their diets are full of added sugar, sodium, and saturated fat. And this is not just a US issue. The problem's global, and it's time to reverse that trend. And we know from our data that members who do Weight Watchers with another member in the same household get healthier together. So as part of our Sum Up for Impact campaign globally, we will give all teens ages 13 to 17 they will have free access to Weight Watchers when they join with an adult in summer 18, helping those who need healthy habits develop them at a critical life stage. And we're very excited about the potential impact this could make on the next generation and on families as a whole. And just this week, a study conducted by the University of Connecticut was published that referenced the ripple effect. And after following couples in a 6-month trial, they found that when one partner in a couple follows Weight Watchers, their spouse has lost weight as well. So the ripple effect is real, and we think our own employees should benefit from it too. So to help encourage all of us to live healthier lives, we're going to be announcing new wellness benefits, personal development opportunities, and friends and family memberships for all Weight Watchers team members over the next few months. So together, these bold moves and the actions underneath each of them will help us live out our vision to reach our goals by 2020. Not every company can claim it deeply impacts the lives of millions. We can. For years, we've inspired people to come together and begin a journey of positive, lasting change. We see evidence in their stories, the stories today, every day across the globe. But our greatest potential lies ahead of us. We see a future in which we touch every person's lives and inspire the families and communities that nurture us and nudge industry and society towards higher standards and create a world where wellness is accessible to all, not just the few, all over the world in countries we already serve and beyond. So everything we've worked for in the past has led up to this moment. Our new purpose is exciting because it means the impact we can have is limitless. We are so fortunate to have Oprah as a board member, a thought leader, and an inspiration in this mission. And when we shared our new purpose with Oprah, this is what she had to say.
What gets me most excited about the new purpose of Weight Watchers is that it first, foremost, and for always, I think, declares our vision and mission as not just being about a diet, but being about a way of living, a livability that adds meaning and balance and actually betters your life. I have to tell you, the future is so bright for Weight Watchers, it burns my eyes. Right now, my eyes are burning. You know why? Because I'm looking into the future of what's possible for Weight Watchers. It is bigger than a movement. It is creating a new way of being, a new language for livability, for a country, a continent, a world.
Hello!
Watchers family! Hello! You look good. This has been, to use Alan's word, I love him. I love the gay guy who said, amazing. This whole session, I've been back there watching the whole time, and I just had to come out and say, hey, how you doing? First of all, sit down. I gotta tell you why I love Weight Watchers so much. Do you know, everybody has watched my up and down, up and down, up and down struggle. And I used to dread the holidays because for me, the holidays meant at least an 8 to 12 pound gain. It's starting Thanksgiving. We try to keep it under 5 before Christmas. And then an 8 to 12 pound gain. And then I started having these big gatherings at my house with all of my girls from South Africa. And there'd be chefs cooking, and there'd be cronuts, and everybody's like Instagramming their cronuts, and oh, what am I gonna do? Because a cronut, as you know, is 53 points in one. But the reason I love Weight Watchers, the past 2 Christmases, the past 2 holidays, Thanksgiving, from beginning to end, I never gained 8 pounds! And you know why that is? You know why that is? It's because healthy is the new skinny. Healthy is the new skinny. And I gotta tell you, 64, I never felt better, I never felt stronger, I never felt healthier, I never felt more vibrant, more alive. Because I've been living these principles and purpose of creating wellness as a daily way of being in my life. And I have to say that what is so powerful to me about what we are doing and what has been said here today and what you've just heard is that it actually goes beyond having a vision to having clear actions. It's one thing to have a vision. Vision's all very nice. But you need clear actions that will take us there, because words are powerful, but actions are actually critical. And the words don't mean anything unless you have a way of executing. And I'm so proud of everybody in this room, everybody that's been on stage that has contributed to this new vision, but a plan of action to execute and to allow this brand to live its full possibility. And the thing, you know, we each have a role to play in bringing this wonderful purpose to life. I'm moved and inspired by the passion that I've seen from all of the members, especially on stage. And I know that extends to the entire team around the world. So thank you all. I can't wait to see what we all are going to do together. I believe in this brand. I believe from the beginning of my early career that we each are here to extend in kindness and goodness through our force of good, ourselves to help other people lead better lives. And it just excites me that this brand that I joined a couple of years ago, because I didn't know what else to do, because I was, you know, I was in such bad shape, Weight Watchers called me. I was waddling around, and Weight Watchers said, let us help you. Help yourself. But what excites me is this new opportunity, because all of my life I've been touching people's lives. And I know, as you all in this room know, that people just want to do and be the best they can. And now we are here to help elevate them to that higher purpose for themselves. And you know what excites me the most? When I first came to this company, I didn't think that we could get there. I didn't think that we could get there because I did not believe that we had the leadership to get us there. And I said to the board members, we need somebody. We sit here with all these ideas. We need somebody who can get us there. Because words are wonderful, actions are critical. And the person I knew could get us there, who is one of the best leaders I have ever seen or experienced. And the reason I wanted her to come board this company is because I like to surround myself with people who are even better than I am. I think I'm pretty good, but I want to surround myself with people who are great. And from the first moment that I met Mindy Grossman, I said, I want to be like her. I want to be like her. Coming out here, Mindy Grossman. I cannot tell you what a strong, powerful, warrior, dynamic, leader woman this is. When I say to you, the future is so bright, it burns my eyes, it's because this warrior woman is leading the ship. That is why.
Thank you. Hey.
It's scary what's about to happen. We are going to be fearless. Don't be scared. It's scary what's about to happen. We're about to change the way people all over the world see the possibilities for themselves, led by Mindy Grossman.
Thank you. Thank you. My inspiration. This has been an unbelievable morning, and to have you as part of this means so much to everyone, but to have all of you as part of this means so much to me. And it's really time to embrace our role as a leader for healthy lives all over the world. But to become more than a brand, to become a movement, million strong, because it just is not about us. It's about all of us together on a shared journey with a common purpose uniting us, inspiring lives that are healthier and a world that's happier for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Healthy is the new skinny.
Thank you so much. That means so much. I know.